two. Hold. Fence.
I'm Alex Roberson. I'm a historical fencing instructor and I'm the director of the Australian Historical Fencing League. Yeah, so I basically grew up with this stuff. Dad's always been into sort of history and swords and weapons and fighting, martial arts. So we did what you do when there's nothing like this around. So we did some like medieval reenactment fighting when I was really little. Later on we did some Korean stuff and Dad studied and became an instructor of that. So we're doing that for about 5 years, but it wasn't really the direction we wanted to go in. We're kind of more into sparring and that sort of thing. So we jumped ship, got some manuals, he worked it out, we paired together, built it up, and we built our own club here. There are other HEMA clubs up in Brisbane that were around before us, but the trek up there would have been too difficult, so we decided to just build it off our own backs. It worked out pretty good. We've now got about 30 people training on a regular basis. HEMA's an umbrella term that basically covers historical fencing. So fencing like it used to be before electronic scoring and foils and that sort of thing. So essentially what we do is fencing with manuals. So we seek out good manuals from 14th, 15th, 16th century, unpack it, work out how they actually fought, and we put it together, we come here and we make it a real thing. I'm pretty competitive. I like all the tournaments. If I had my own way, I'd drive, swim, run to every tournament in the country. That's kind of my bag. I'm always trying to get better and measure myself against the other people out there, the other really great people in Brisbane and Western Australia and Melbourne. There are some clubs they spar with sharp swords. And you just do it carefully. We're all pretty well trained, we all know each other, we all know what each other's doing, and we respect each other, we don't just wallop. So injuries are pretty uncommon. Ping pong's more dangerous than this. They're always throwing their knees out and getting hurt. Worst thing that generally happens is you may get a broken finger or something like that. The gloves that we have, they're pretty good, but nothing's quite perfect. So there's always that 1 in a million shot that's going to do you some damage. All in all, we're pretty well protected. You can barely feel anything at all. My favorite weapon is longsword. I mean, it is the king of weapons, and I'll be murdered for saying that, because that is such a typical humorous thing to say. But longsword is the king of weapons. Then sword and buckler, then rapier, and then maybe saber. Saber's all right too.